Hello and welcome back to Tales of Gear. Today's video is a follow-up video on the P.Howe Colt 723 setup. There are two major improvements, and one of them is actually a mystery that I've solved, and that mystery was the sling that he has used. And today's video will be about the sling, but before we continue about the sling, here is another little improvement, and that's the grip. Paul said I should add more of the rubber bands here, and this is what I've done. And I gotta tell you, it really makes a huge difference. It is way more comfortable. You have better grip, you have better control over the gun, especially when it's front heavy like this one here. So that's the one update. And let me remove the gun, let me remove the sling from the gun, and I'll get back to you in a minute with just the sling. Alright, here we are, just the sling, so I can show you the sling up close. Some at first might say, oh, that's a 60 sling. Well, it's not. So first off, let's clear up. Delta did use M60 slings, especially when they had the M203 mounted to the gun, either M16 or the 723 carabine. So even P.Howe has confirmed that. I have asked Paul if he knew what sling he was using, and I've shown him those reference pictures, but unfortunately he couldn't remember. So, well, it's like, what, 37 years ago, so to be expected. I was very intrigued by that, and I've started noticing some differences in comparison with the other slings I've known so far, the USGI slings, silent sling, M60 sling. There was just something different in those pictures, and then I found a picture. Let's take a look. This picture, you can see the guy on the left has a sling, and it's clearly, when you judge by the width of the sling, it's this USGI sling, okay? This simple silent sling. And when you compare, the width is noticeably different. This one is much narrower. Of course, this is a 1-inch width strap. Now, some said, oh, it's a 60 sling. Why? Because it's tapered like that, it has this narrow strap, then it gets wider here. And fortunately I had a 60 sling. Let me show you. Here it is. That's the 60 sling. As you can see, it's also padded. But when you compare the taper here, it's different also. It's much wider, as you can see. So in the picture, this one will appear way different than this one. So here they are side by side. Now let's take a look at the reference picture. It's obvious that it's not the 60 sling, but this one here. Now, I haven't seen any other USGI sling that was made out of two different widths of strap, tapered like that. So my first thought was it is either commercial or it was riggers made. I've asked Paul about riggers made slings, and he said, well, not really. They didn't actually make slings. The biggest modifications they have done was to couple up like two of these silent slings to make one longer sling if they need it, like when you have the 203, right? Otherwise they have simply used what they had, and most of the time it's just this simple silent sling or the 60 sling. However, I've managed to figure out the actual sling that was used, and this is this sling in front of us. This is the the T.E.A.M sling. It is made by the company, the Beam company, from the 80s. This one came in its original packaging that we have here. Let me show you. We have some additional straps. I will show you what these are for. And here it is. This was the original packaging, T.E.A.M sling. And then we have this here. You might recognize this here, the light mount, the beam mount, beta entry assault mount. Here we see the sling. And it says self-adjusting. This is something we can talk about. So we have a shorter back strap, 1 inch. Then we have the middle section, which is a double seatbelt type webbing in the middle. Then a longer front strap. And also on the back we have a stock strap. I call it like that. And we have this strap in the middle. It is actually elastic. This is this one here. Okay, and this is the part that actually makes the sling self-adjusting. This one creates simply a loop, as you can see here, which can hold then the rear part of the sling, as you can see. So in this configuration with those straps, this sling is actually pretty much universal for all guns. You can use them on shotguns, on rifles, hunting rifles, whatever. It will fit everything. I will blend these pictures of this here in the end. So we have the T.E.A.M sling. So here's the story how I actually figured out it is the T.E.A.M sling. My first go-to manufacturer to actually figure, I have to remove this, sorry, it messes up the camera. Here you go. So my first go-to company to check out was actually the Booneypacker. It was common, as we have seen here, that they would advertise other products when you buy one of their products. Any company in the 80s, I guess, did that. So my guess was, and if you have seen the video about the Ready Mag, they have promoted the slings they had. So the Booneypacker slings, especially created and made for the AR platform. They had also some for shotguns, etc. So I've ended up finding some of those vintage AR Booneypacker slings, and I've bought them. When I've compared them to the reference pictures of Paul and the sling I was researching, I could simply rule them out because they didn't have this wide middle section. The second company that I had to check out was the Beam company. I knew they have made a sling, but I forgot what the sling looked like. So I've done my research, ended up finding some pictures. There is also a video of a OD version of it on YouTube, a detailed video about the T.E.A.M sling. And yeah, I have ended up finding out that this T.E.A.M sling existed. And after seeing the pictures, actually after seeing this tapered part here, I was like 99% sure it has to be the sling. So I did more research, more comparison and everything, and pretty quick I was very sure this is the sling. I've managed to source out this one, and if you didn't know, T.E.A.M slings come as a non-padded version and as a padded version. I actually ended up grabbing quite a few of them, and I will make a video on just these Beam slings or T.E.A.M slings. And but today we're talking only about the non-padded version, seatbelt type webbing in black color that was used by Paul. I think the photographic evidence, and when you compare it and see it like that, is pretty strong. So I'm very confident to claim that this is the sling that Paul has used, even if Paul can't confirm that. He said he simply doesn't remember. Did others use that sling? I'm pretty sure they did. There are others at the same time that had the sling as Paul as well. And let me show you this picture here. I cannot be 100% sure, but it really looks like it might be also the T.E.A.M sling. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. So, in general, I think I've made my point. Let me know in the comments. Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? Let me know if you would like me to make a video just about slings that were used in the 80s. Delta, seals. I have quite a few now, and I think it would be interesting to see them all side by side and to blend in also some very cool reference picture of these slings in use. So simply comment below if you would be interested in such a video. This is it for today's video. Thank you all for watching, and if you have any questions, as always, comment below. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye.